Hello and welcome to this evening time taste challenge. We have two brandies, but they're not from the same country. This is Bisquit V.S. It is from Cognac, France. It is a VS grade brandy, Cognac brandy, meaning aged 2 to 4 years. This was given to me by my next door neighbor. She said she got it at an estate sale for $1, an unopened bottle. And I told her, I said, Amy, I'm not trying to take I don't want to take your liquor, She said, I'm never going to drink it. I said, well, why'd you buy it, And she said, I don't know. It was cheap. I said, well, of course I'll take it. And I didn't know how old it was, but I could see it was old because it had the tax tag on the neck. And then I realized it was from like around September 1954. I said, wow. I told her, I said, this bottle is from 1954. She said, you think it's worth anything? I said, you got it for $1. What does that tell you? I said, it probably cost you $100 of effort to earn $30 from it, So, but anyway, she let me have the bottle and I opened it. It was unopened and the cork was dry rotted. So the cork broke and then it fell into the brandy and we had to get the cork out and we had to pour the brandy back through a coffee filter into the bottle with a funnel. It got all the cork out of it, so it's fine. Now, Ronald Sutton was watching our trio review and he said, oh, the girl gave you a bottle half full. I said, she didn't give me a bottle that was half full. I've consumed half of it. It was unopened. So it's a 3-star brandy, or as they say in the rest of the world, VS, but in England, they say 3-star. They call it 3-star, but in the United States, they say VS. So this company knew that, so they called it 3-star. See the 3 stars, maybe you can see that in VS. Very special cognac. VS means very special, very smooth, depending on which company you're talking to. Product of France, it's 80 proof, 4/5 quart, 4/5 of a quart. It's got the old French imperial logos from Imperial France, although the company was started during the days of the Bourbon monarchy. Louis the 18th. Liquor bottle, it says on the back, liquor bottle. Okay, that's all it says. Since 1819, and that's true because I got the website linked below. Since 1819, the House of Bisquit, now they call it Bisquit and Dobouché because that was his son-in-law, Dobouché, so they might have had some kind of lawsuit maybe with the later family was suing to get their name on there. But anyway, now they call it Bisquit and Dobouché if you look at the website. Has offered cognac of the most distinguished quality. Bisquit V.S, very special, quote unquote, cognac produced entirely in France's cognac district to the highest traditional standards, is prized and recommended by connoisseurs around the world. Imported by General Wine and Spirits Company, New York, New York. Sole distributors for the USA. Bisquit, it says on the back, Bisquit Dobouché, Cognac, France. Bisquit Dobouché. General Wine and Spirits was a subsidiary of Seagram's, the Seagram's company. But as you know, Seagram's went kaplooey 22 years ago. So who owns Bisquit and Dobouché now? Somebody. It's not independent, although it probably operates as an independent company. Savor. But it doesn't say Savor, the VS. It says Savoir. They're using like the wrong word. The right Savoir. What are they saying? Savoir. Savoir, the VS, the right savor for rich pleasure. Softness and freshness, rare and intense fruity aromas enriched by the full notes of cinnamon and oak wood. They're saying on their website now. A core of fresh fruits revealing smells of pear and plum, together with a delicate floral aromas and rich notes of spices. Okay. What else do they make? They make, and it's a new squared bottle. They've changed their logo. They have the XO, extra old, XO. Oh, well, you know, this is not going to be a cheap product. The XO is going to cost you probably $80. I would say right now the VS is going to probably cost you 40. The VSOP is going to probably cost you 60. The XO is going to cost you 80. I don't see how you're going to get it any cheaper. The VSOP, very superior old pale, reveals new notes at every sip, great both pure and mixed. Made of 4 Cru Grande Champagne, Petit Champagne, Fin Bois, and Bons Bois. You can read the website if you want. This website is so involved that you really need to have a lot of time on your hands to read it, because it's going to be a real complicated proposition to read it. Let me get off of that website. I pulled the cap on the Dobouché. I need to pull the cap on the Hervé, the competitor. Oh. So Bisquit and Dobouché is owned by Campari Group, a greatest of all time in action. Matthew Mulfer said, "What happened to Fandango Friday?" Well, we did Fandango Friday an hour and a half ago. We did it. Greatest of all time. Yeah, we did Fandango Friday. It went great. It was great. All right. So, okay. So Bisquit and Dobouché is under the control of Campari these days. Okay, no problem. Campari, they make great products. They have a huge portfolio. They bought out 40 Creek in Canada, 40 Creek Canadian whiskey. That was like a really well-renowned craft whiskey, so-called. Still around. It's a good product. No doubt. So here's the new kid on the block, the NKOTB. Hervé, Superior Reserve. Yeah, same type bottle, right? Same style of bottle. The Hervé is a French word. It means battle ready. And they have this tactile finish, making it look like chainmail. And it's Superior Reserve, VSOP, aged 4 to 6 years. VS from Dobouché, probably aged 2 to 4 years, so it's younger. And it doesn't gain any advantage from sitting in a bottle for 50, 60, 70 years, okay? It's been sitting in a bottle 68, 67 years till I had it. Now, the Hervé says, now they're very upfront. I'll give the company credit, the founder's company. It says brandy with natural flavors and caramel color. So, yeah, it's dark because they're adding caramel color to it. You know how caramel is made? It's from sugar that's browned in a pan. That's all it is, brown sugar. Okay. Yeah, you missed it. I'm sorry. But you can watch the replay. That's the good thing about this. You can watch the replay. Okay, you go over here. This is going to count for an upcoming date, but that'll be all right. I've got one upcoming date that I got to account for in July. So that'll be easy to do. Oh, yeah, that'll be a cinch. All right. So we can see that the Hervé is just caramel color. Well, you know, they add caramel coloring. If they didn't add the coloring, it would probably be nearly clear. Tommy Carroll says, cheers. I can't read it. I'm not going. Cheers, Louisiana Liquor Reviews. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, the Bisquit and Dobouché, the Bisquit is, that's the man's name. It's not a biscuit like a breakfast biscuit, you know, like Jimmy Dean. Oh, they make sausage. I think they make breakfast biscuits too. But it's like copper. And Biscuit is from the man's name, Andre Biscuit. That's really his name. And then his brother-in-law was Dobouché, and then that's why they call it Bisquit and Dobouché. Okay, very rare. I've never, ever, 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 ever in my life seen it on a store shelf in Louisiana or any other state. So do they even sell it in the United States? I assume so, because when you look on the website, the United States is one of the options they give you for what country are you from. But I mean, have you ever heard of Bisquit and Dobouché cognac? I see a lot of video reviews on YouTube and whatnot, and I never see any reviews for this. And I've never seen it anywhere. It's a very small company. Can you get a good liquor from a small company? Yeah. But a lot of people don't want to drink it. If it's from a small company, they won't drink it. They'd say, I'm not drinking that. Their reasoning is it's probably bad. Well, how do you know it's bad? You never tried it, you know? So anyway, I don't deal with all of that. If it's a big company, I'll try it. If it's a middle-sized company, I'll try it. If it's a tiny company, I'll try it. I mean, but this business of, oh, I'm not going to drink it because it's from a small company, it's probably bad. It's madness. We went to a distillery last Saturday in New Orleans. I mean, yeah, the tour was expensive. What do you expect? Tourist district, right? They make blended whiskey. They make straight bourbon. They make rum, and they make vodka of all sorts. And we liked it. We liked the products. The tour was, you know, I mean, it's a very tiny place, what you would call a nano distillery or a micro distillery. So you know that it's going to be small. I mean, it's minuscule. It's not much of a tour. If you go to Jack Daniels or Buffalo Trace, the tour is fascinating because it's huge, you know. But it was still nice. I mean, we liked it right there, right next to the interstate. I said, hey, you never knew this would have been here, huh? My friend David, he never knew. But some tourists came in. They knew. They just, you know, they looked this stuff up. So it went on for about an hour, I guess, the tour and the tastings. And then my friend David wanted to go taste some more of their liquor after the tour. And I said, all right, I'll do it. But I wasn't like dying to go drink a bunch of stuff. But anyway, It was very nice. All right, well, on to this. I know I'm going to taste, I know I'm going to be able to tell them apart on aroma only. My nose only. All right, comments. Ronnie, yes. Oh, I'm glad now that the masks have come off, everyone can wake up and smell the inflation and the economy down the tubes, idiots. Right. Well, democracy was designed for idiots. And I think that's pretty obvious. Okay. All right. I got my answer already on aroma only. Americans can celebrate their freedom to be complete jackasses this weekend. And they're going to do it because I know what the 4th of July is about, Ronnie. I think we all know it's about pork and beans, hot dogs, chili, mayonnaise, mustard, bread, iceberg, lettuce, salad, lots of beer, wine, and liquor, fireworks, musical performances by washed up musical artists. It's going to be great. Man, don't get me all emotional about it. Why you got to try to get people emotional about it? You know what I'm saying? All right. This is the Hervé. And why do I know that? Well, because nothing else I ever smelled tastes like Hervé. It smells like vanilla, marshmallows, nougat, oak, golden raisins, and other stuff. But it's just unique. So this is it. Okay, got it. Haha, got it. That's 6 in a row. 6 taste challenges, and I got it right 6 times on aroma only. Now, you might make the counter argument of, well, it's a bad aroma. It's distinct, but it's bad. You only paid $8.99 a bottle. It's bad distinctive. That could be the case, of course, and that has to be considered. But I don't think it's a bad aroma, and I don't think it's a bad flavor. I think you can get good values for really low prices. It's not an expected thing, and it's not even a usual thing. Usually you don't really get great values. I got the really cheap new reformulated El Toro tequila for $4.99 a liter. A liter. I saw somebody buying so much of this today. I mean, it's okay. It's not like the flavors in it are bad. The flavors in it are sort of like non-existent, you know. But for $4.99 for a liter, who's going to complain? I know I'm not. All right, so that's the Hervé. It's a pretty interesting product, really. I mean, because it's got 2 levels of flavor. It's got the top side, and the top side is gauche. You know, it's like vanilla, marshmallow, nougat, butterscotch. That's really the flavor of butterscotch. And you're like, oh, that is so out and about. But it fades quickly, and I let it breathe. And then it just gears down, like drops, 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 and then it's at its level. It seeks its own level, which is low. You know what I mean? But then it's golden raisin, grape skins, grape pulp, raisin pulp, whatever, and it's kind of pleasant. Now, you have to listen for the silent E when you do these things. And what I mean by that is, like William Kepley said, you listen for the things they don't say. They don't say it's produced in Kentucky. No. they say, they don't even say it's produced by the Founders Company. They only say it's bottled in Kentucky by the Founders Company. And then after that, all the cards are off the table. So I would assume this brandy could be coming from anywhere. If it was imported, they would tout that, because in America they like to tout it's imported, which may or may not mean anything, but they like to do that. So, but they don't do it, so it isn't. But it's pleasant. Is it world class, great, fantastic, astounding, unbelievably fabulous? You knew it was not when I told you I paid $8.99 for the bottle, but it is very nice. If it was bad, I would tell you it was bad. If it was substandard, I would tell you it was substandard. But it's pretty nice. And the funny thing about this product is the more I drink it, I start discovering more aspects that are always positive. So it builds, like the quality builds. I'm not saying it's going to build to the, to the top of the pinnacle, to the pinnacle, but it is nice. And I've gotten some great products from the Founders Company. Heck, just last month I finished that J brandy, not brandy, coffee liqueur. What am I saying? $4.99 for the Brandt coffee liqueur. $4.99 for the full size bottle. I'm not joking. $4.99. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know. I do know where. Incredible, crazy, madness. No complaints. A little bit sweet, but now let's go with the biscuit. Well, I'm going to get back to the comments. Don't worry. I promise I will. Okay. It's obviously a much more highbrow product, a much more expensive product, and a much more well-developed product. Yeah, it's only a VS, 2 to 4 years age. This one's VSOP, 4 to 6 years age. Not necessarily the truth, or not necessarily the law. It's simply a generally recognized classification system. And I've seen exceptions to the rule. For instance, I believe it's the Paul Masson VSOP, which says age at least 2 years. I'll say 2 years. Says it right on the bottle. I said, that's a VS. That's not a VSOP. So sometimes it don't really work out. But this one here from Cognac, France, my eye's itching, sorry. I can tell this one is not a cheapo. Even though it's a VS, it's their base model, but it's a good base model. You know what I'm saying? It's like a base model Lincoln, or a base model Cadillac, or a base model Lexus. It's going to cost you a lot more than the upper level Ford or Chevrolet or Toyota. You know what I'm saying? All right, so you are not. The intensity is very profound. Charred oak. You can pick up the charcoal in a snap. It's a pretty heavily charred oak. It's rich grape skins and grape pulp. It's just everything about it is hi hat. So I think if you do see it, and there's a possibility that you might, I think you're going to need to be prepared to pay $40 to $42 a bottle. You're going to probably pay $40, $40.99 a bottle. $49. I didn't pay anything because, like I said, my neighbor got it for $1 at an estate sale and gave it to me for free. These things happen. All right. It's a fabulous product. It's unreal. And can you imagine what the VSOP must taste like? Double age from this. What about the EXO? Oh, just beyond. I mean, it would just be off the chain. Off the chain. All right. We're going to go back to the other one, but let's look at the comments. Definitely a nose for the ages. Well, I don't know. You mean my nose? Natty Daddy. Right, yes, coming up in 2 weeks. Get ready. Natty Daddy. Natural Father. The Hervé does sound like it's worth the money. It is worth the money, especially when $8.99. I mean, Kevin Johnston. I mean, come on. Mark Lockwood says, hey, still watching from a dry county. What? Oh. See what happens when you don't. From a dry 19% rain so far this summer in Great Britain. 19%. We were suffering too. We still need more rain. Mark Lockwood said, hey, still watching. Oh, Kevin Johnston said, how is William Kepley doing? I haven't heard from him in a while. I hope he is all right. They say he died. Some of the guys said he died. They said we read the obituary, but they didn't bother making a copy of it. I looked for that for hours. I never found an obituary. But then on the other hand, I haven't heard a comment or a peep from William Kepley since November 2020. So, you know, I don't know. Jeep and Foodie says, wasn't expecting this taste challenge. I wasn't really expecting to do it, but I could see that I had the slot open and I had some time because there's no games on. I said, oh, hell, I'll do it. William Kepley was a smart man. I'm glad to have known him some small way. Yeah, he was great. By your grammar, I hate to assume he is no longer with us. That's the general idea, but you say context. Yeah, it's not very positive, but we've been shocked before. You following along with your video with some E&J VSOP. Salute, says Jeep and Foodie Caleb. Oh, E&J VSOP, not a bad choice. Also, I miss seeing you, Ronnie S, on Hangouts, where you were always very insightful, says Kevin. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate that. Will you come back at some point, Ronnie S? Ronnie S says, yes, I will be there for the Natural Daddy examination. Natty Daddy, would you consider joining? Hi, Jay, says Frank Axiak. Well, when will that take place, Ronnie? That's going to be on July. Natural Father. I am willing to do a Natural Daddy. It's not Natural Daddy. It's Natty Daddy. Natty Daddy. The term I coined, I came up with the idea for Natural Father. The Natty Daddy is the Natural Father, and I'm the one that coined that term. And if anybody tells you anything else, they're lying. But Natural Father is on July 13th. So this coming July 6th is Joker's Wild Wednesday. Then we got Natural Father. Then July 20th is Any Taylor Dessert Wine. And then July 27th is Any Dessert Wine. You say, what is a dessert wine? Well, it's any wine at 14% or above. Take your pick. 14% or above. And I got a lot of options there. Sorry, I get mixed up with the names. Well, that's all right. Natural dad, says Ronnie S. What platform would I need to use to ever join a hangout? I don't know what you mean by platform, but I always put the link in the chat. If you could contact me in Alcohol Eggs on Facebook, Alcohol Eggs, a group, I would give you the link. July 13th at what time? 7:20 Eastern. Maybe 7:30 if I'm running late. 7:20 to 7:30 Eastern, yes. Vicious Rage says, yo, what's up, Ronald? Enjoying a Budweiser. I hope you're doing well for the long weekend. I'm fine. These are brandies, I take it. These are brandies. A cognac brandy, which is gone now, and an American brandy. So the Hervé, is the Hervé up to the level of the Bisquit V.S, a Bisquit and Dobouché? No, it's not as good, and the Bisquit and Dobouché wins. But I knew that already before I did the challenge, and it wasn't much of a challenge. This has been 6 in a row that I've gotten correct on aroma only, not even tasting them, aroma only, smelling them. But I mean, the Hervé is fine. Chances are you'll never see it. You know how many video reviews I've seen for Hervé? Yeah, you know how many? None, aside from mine. I mean, it's a weird product. It tastes strange. But I can't say it tastes bad just because it tastes strange. It's strange. It is aberrant and off kilter, like not standard, non-standard. But it's fine. I mean, I like it. Actually, I do like it quite a bit. So if you're ever in a liquor store and you see this oddball product, Hervé, VSOP, and they're trying to make it look like it's French, but yeah, it's really from Kentucky or somewhere. If you ever see the Bisquit, oh, well, you know you want to buy that, but you better have some money because you're going to need it. Ronnie S. says, I'd like to join the dessert wine examination as well. That sherry one was great. Oh, yeah. You talking about Taylor sherry? Taylor makes a dry sherry, a cream sherry. Sherry, excellent for cooking. They might make another one. But if you get Fairbanks are all good. Cocktail sherry. They call it cocktail sherry, so it's made for cocktails. But I drank it neat at room temperature, never added ice. It was good every time. And I had a huge bottle. Every time it was good. Fairbanks cocktail sherry, Fairbanks cream sherry, Fairbanks dry sherry, Fairbanks I'll lose track. And then they had the Gibson's was very nice. The Krabari was very nice. Well, there's so many sherries that you can buy and Madeiras and ports that you're never going to run out. And then they got really cheap dessert wines like Wild Irish Rose. Not the 13%. The 13% is a table wine. It's a table wine. I don't know what table it's on, but if you can find the Wild Irish Rose 17%, you say 17%. Oh, Lord. Yes, but it is a dessert wine. If you can find Wild Irish Rose Moscato, it's 17% dessert wine. If you find the Wild Irish Rose wild fruit made with ginseng, imagine that, ginseng. It's a health food. one. You know, but whatever you want to bring, MD 2020, as long as they're above 14, you got it, dude. I will be there with a tall can of Natural Father at 7:20 Eastern, July 13th, if you're willing to have me. 24-ounce cans? Oh, yeah, you might want to drink that over like about a 5-hour period, honestly. Anybody's welcome to join as long as they don't act like an ass, you know, and use their real face. You know what I'm saying? You know, same old story. Down with the clicks. Down with the clicks. Down with the clicks. Up with the independents. Down with the clicks. Up with it. Down with them. Up with them. I love dessert wines. They're good. Inman says, whoa, Ron, with another video after a Friday video. I've never seen this. It's never happened. It has probably happened, though. No, it never happened. Not before 2019, though. No, it never happened. 24-ounce can of the Natural Dad is the only way to go. Well, I have a 25-ounce can, y'all, not 24. You think I would deal with a piddling, pathetic 24-ounce can? No, I have a 25-ounce can. The bonus blend can. Yeah, oh yeah. All right, well, y'all, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another Hervé brandy so-called challenge, but it won't be very challenging. You were correct, and man, you were correct. It's not that I'm against comic books now. I got them on my wall right there. It's just I haven't bought them for a year. July 2021 is when I gave it up. And I did the Jack Kirby video. I don't know. I got to think about it. I would like to do a video about Jim Shooter. I don't know. Jim Shooter was like somebody I really admired. When he got fired from Marvel in 1987, I thought to myself, this is very bad. I just thought they're going to go down. Something's going to happen. They're going to go downhill. And of course they did. I want more comic book videos. I don't cuss, and you have nothing to worry about with me. This is my real name. Good, thank you. The Kirby Crackle. Yeah, the Kirby Crackle, right. The great Jack Kirby. I have so many Jack. That was like a goal in my life, to get every Jack Kirby comic book made after 1970. I pretty much have every Jack Kirby comic book made after 1970. I don't have every one, but I have most all of them, yes. Your political videos are my favorite, says Kevin. Oh, thank you. Well, we see eye to eye, you know what I mean? Spider-Man Bane is my favorite. I remember all that Bane stuff. Bane. It's Batman, right? The Kirby, Jack Kirby. Oh, I have a friend named Alan. He met Jack Kirby in San Diego at the San Diego Comic Con. Met Jack Kirby. He said, I remember he was reporting to us when we had our meetings. We used to have the Southeastern Louisiana Comic Book Club. We had meetings once a month. He said, this was like in 1988, something like that. He said, I don't know, he seemed like he's got like dementia or something, you know, like he's got Alzheimer's or something. We would say, what? But we always loved Jack Kirby, you know, so we were very disturbed. I was a fan of Chris Claremont and John Byrne. Oh, yes. Well, who would ever forget the Dark Phoenix saga? No one in their right mind would forget that, right? Babe broke Batman's back. Bane broke Batman's back. I know, I have it. I've got it. Joe Biden has dementia. Well, Kirby was great, and John Byrne and Claremont. Yes, I believe me. I know all about it. All right, but and I could go on and on, you know. But anyway, I have one of my prized possessions in the comic book world is those Black Panthers. Black Panther from 1977, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, great product. Oh, great. Oh, Kirby was on point. The artwork was unreal. Unreal, 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 unreal. Unfortunately, Kamala would be worse. Yes. I used to collect baseball cards from 82, 83, 80, 81, 82, 83. But I don't have them. I liked when She-Hulk replaced the Thing in Fantastic Four after Secret Wars. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I have all of those, every issue. I have everyone because Johnny Storm, there was some kind of fallout or something. I don't remember. And he was with Frankie. Frankie was the new herald for Galactus. Oh, y'all get me pulled. Y'all get me pulled into. Ron, I have the X-Men Omnibus, big hardcovers. Mike Piazza. The Secret Wars box set is expensive. You're biased, Jay. It's great. Based. What does that mean? You're based. Johnny Quest. Quest. I remember that y'all remember how spook Race Bannon was when he saw Jade? If you watched the TV series from the 60s, Race Bannon was like, woof. And Jade was like, hello, Race. Race was like, oh. I said, oh, I've never seen somebody so spooked in a cartoon. He saw a ghost. He was like, oof. Okay. All right. Well, y'all take care now. Oh, you're not woke. Oh, I'm not. I'm based. All right. Look. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go, y'all. Y'all take care now. So Hervé is a winner. It's a winner, but it's within context. Look at the price point, but it is a winner. Now the biscuit is a true winner. I mean, it's like really super quality, but I hope you got the money to make it happen because you're gonna need it. All right, y'all take care now. I'll be back in the morning for Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. Winner. Okay. All right. Thank you. But yeah, pollo dinner.